Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmie from Emmie Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, I'm going to be doing a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, also for your cross watchers, also for those of us who find ourselves on this channel without any Piscean anything. You're probably an empath and you're probably needing messages from your soul. So let me go ahead and get started. I asked what this reading was going to be about, and what I was told is you're finding the meaning to everything you didn't understand. Okay? You're finding the meaning. So there's going to be a lot of stuff coming to you over the next few days, you know. What that stuff is, I do not know. Hopefully we can find out. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do this old school style where I do them in stacks. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm getting nervous. What is this? Super nervous. Super nervous. One, 2, 3. Oops. 4. Oops. Super nervous. Someone's getting nervous. Okay. Okay. All right. And then we'll pull from this. All right. We're almost ready, guys. Put that there. We're just going to pull from here. Okay. Doop doop doop. Doop doop doop. Here goes. We're going to start with this card because I was told to pull it, even though I wasn't going to pull it. Nervousness. Okay. Card number 45. All right. Part of fortune increase. Fortune favors the brave. So, in early mythology, Fortuna was a daughter of Jupiter, the god of good luck. She's the Roman goddess of destiny and bounty. Her name in Latin is means she who brings forth. Okay. Let's see. Lots are based on mathematical calculations, the distance between 2 points with a degree of the rising sign. Okay, so that already. This has to do with some type of distance that's needing to be traveled between 2 points to possibly individuals, okay? Let's see what it means. When this card comes up in a reading, it means a time when things begin to flow more easily and you'll have your success. But success and how it will come about and how long it will take will very much depend upon the surrounding cards. You may want to take advantage of this time of easy flow to resolve conflicts. So, that's what I'm talking about. The distance between 2 points. That's the feel that I get, is like there was maybe, and I don't even want to use a word. There's now so much stigma, at least for me personally, associated with this specific word that I don't want to use it, but there's really no other word to use. Separation. There's been a separation that's occurred, and whatever this separation is, it's needing to be mitigated at this point. It's needing to be resolved. So let's see. Okay, since the part of fortune mostly means gifts, you may want to take on another area of study or master another art form. This card also means that benefits will suddenly be placed in your path. Since fortune is fate, it will very well seem as if you've just stumbled onto them. So this might mean like crossing paths with someone. This might mean so many different things. It's ridiculous. It really might mean so many different things. There, for some of us, not for all, but for some of us, there is this interconnectivity that exists with other people. Um, Not everyone in your life, but specific individuals where you can actually feel where their location is. You know what I mean? You can actually feel it. And you might not realize you're being drawn to that area because you feel their energy. You might just feel like you need to take a vacation, you need to go on a little road trip, you need to this, you need to that. And it might very well be because your paths are definitely about to cross. Okay. That's nerve wracking. Okay. Disagreements are improbable, but if they happen, you will likely take the high road. Another area that looks extremely fortunate is anything to do with public relations or promotion. This is a period of recognition and achievement. Your overall popularity is increasing. Okay. So this is like good stuff. It's a favorable time for learning, teaching, taking exams, doing good, honoring others. Through this, you will gain respect and opportunity. Okay. You will heartily share what you've gained for yourself with others. Injustices of any kind will challenge and rouse you into action. Oh, ew. If your question is in regards to romance or any other type of relationship, know that the situation is a fated one. It's meant for both of you to help fulfill each other's calling. This will not be a relationship you can ever move away from easily. Destiny is involved, so together you're called to achieve and master higher things that would be more difficult had you not met each other. In this, there will be challenges, even though the love will always remain. So it's going to definitely be a challenging thing. What? Your desire to fly is strong at the moment. Any shackles previously placed are now being smashed, and you're experiencing a release. Moving ahead is what this card is all about. So fortune is smiling upon you. Now is the time to change whatever needs to be changed. And how do you know what needs to be changed? Well, first you need to assess what's going on in life. You need to figure out what areas of your life need the most attention. For many of us, we don't know what that is. For many of us, we have not taken the time to actually assess where the F our life has taken us. And I tell you right now, your life has taken you exactly where all of your decisions willed for you to be brought. Accountability. We have to take accountability for the decisions we've made. And it's like this consistent thing. It's this consistent thing of like not really fully being present, avoidance. Empaths and Pisceans, we are so hardcore about our avoidance game. It's a superpower. It's just a superpower to be able to avoid to that degree. I mean, really, if you could get paid to avoid, you would be like the upper echelon of that industry. I wish I was joking. But so okay. You're not being asked to not be who you are. Okay? This woman. That scared the crap out of me. My heart is pounding. So I just coughed. And this woman says, "Bless you." I would just like her to leave me alone at this point. I don't know who your son is. She scared the shit out of me. She never went away. She never went away. Oh my God. Y'all, she never went away. I don't understand how she is allowed to stay in my space like this. When people who have transitioned um try and like communicate with me, I hear them, I can see them, but they're not in my space. This woman is in my space. And she knows, like, she knows this too. I can tell she knows. I would never be disrespectful to someone's mother. Like, that's not in me. I was not raised to be like that. Like, it doesn't matter if I don't like you, if you annoy me or whatever. And I know I'm not saying I don't like you. I'm saying you're kind of like annoying me. You're giving me palpitations. You stress me out. Okay. Um Card number 42. Okay, so right away she says, listen to this. Right away she says, listen to this. I don't have the cards memorized, so I don't know what it means. Card number 42. South Node, life's debts. Karma, when properly understood, is just the mechanics through which consciousness manifests. The South Node represents a karmic point in our charts where certain matters must be discharged or cast off in order to develop and move on toward greater things. This is called the Dragon's Tail, and this is where most past karma lies in the astrological chart. The South Node is a place where we are challenged and growth occurs through some kind of pain. At the same time, the South Node is realistic and is the area of the horoscope that shows how we can know and understand who we truly are. While the North Node opens doorways, the South Node represents karmic debts, which can make life circumstances hard. But neither the North Node nor the South Node are all good or bad luck. In fact, when it comes to the nodes, what will be given is what has been earned. There's no other way of getting there without the toil and the effort. The South Node is a key to what has been left unfinished or unresolved in your life. What does that even mean? Okay, I just got a notification. Your access is confirmed. Access to what? I don't understand. All right. When this card comes up in a reading, it is a turning point. It's a time of endings and beginnings. Understand that there's something about to close that has been held in place for a long time. Familiar ways will end, ushering you forward in new ways and through different developments. You're ready to step out of the rut and align yourself with a higher vision. This is making me feel so sad. I don't understand. I don't understand. You may be evaluating certain aspects of your life to realize there's no longer any connection there. And that is the time to move on. That it is a time to move on. Be assured you'll have a stronger foundation for your next venture. Doors slam, but in recognizing what needs to end, it helps you to move on toward further maturity. Cody, are you watching? Is your son watching this? A major turning point that is a period to maximize the advantages of these changes. Difficult though they may seem now, you will want to leave your comfort zone and make as many new contacts as you possibly can. Even though the South Node is not congenial as a North Node, they are still in balance, having things in common. So when you face resistance at a particular time, that's your South Node telling you, over here, this is a better way. Blocks and obstacles, especially in this case, are letting you know you're not on your right path. Yeah, South Node is connected to past lives. South Node is all about being prepared for what comes next, and that means being experienced. There's no winging it at this time, or your plans may truly sink. Sometimes when the South Node is activated, it will take several tries to get what you're after. You could receive an unexpected rejection, one you weren't looking for. You could even be asked to do extra tasks while working longer hours. The good news is, even though things are a bit tough at the current moment, it is still an advantageous time. You're about to hook up with people in your soul tribe. You're setting down a foundation for your future marvelous life. I'm getting dizzy. I don't know. I'm assuming that, like, for some of you, this has to do with people from previous lives, reconnections, things like that. That you've suffered through the restrictions that you no longer want to suffer through, and it's almost like whatever was threatened in the past, um, whatever was threatened in the past, even if like it's being threatened now, it's almost like you don't even care anymore. You're just like, you know what, whatever. Um, I don't think she's gonna leave me alone. I don't. I don't think she's gonna leave me alone. Let's see. Inborn gifts, dramatic, sweeping change, doors closing while others open, breaking free of fetters, psychic breaks that bring on full potential, endings, usually without long term trauma, letting go, wake up calls, repetition, skills. Okay, so this is a wake up call. This is something that is continued to repeat over and over and over again. And I guess whoever this message is for, you're sick of it. You should be. You should be, because people shouldn't be treating you in a way where you simply have to force yourself to tolerate that type of treatment. Don't be in a place that restricts you, constricts you. So endings usually without long-term trauma. So it feels like you're going to be able to let this go, and you're just going to be like, F it. I don't know. It could be Capricorn, like a Capricorn letting go. It could be like, because that Capricorn energy of like, I don't care. I don't care. Oh my God. I don't care. Yeah, no. Like Capricorn energy. I I would say Scorpio energy, but I don't know. I think Scorpio actually cares when they let go. I think like they get so butthurt that like they slam the door like tantrum style, and they're like, I don't care. But do you? I'm not teasing you guys. Just stop. Okay, so we'll add Scorpios in there. Capricorn Scorpio type energy of like, you're done. That's it. You're out. Okay. Um Deeply held beliefs, the law, karma, and karmic relationships. So maybe this is like, the undoing of a karmic relationship, cause and effect, fate, previous states of existence, what you have failed to live up to so far, memories of previous lives. Lessons not learned or processed, old patterns, the shadow side, what's beneath the surface, addictions, being trapped in a situation, feeling chained, unresolved conflicts, insecurity, depression, doubts. But see, all of that is being counteracted by your instinct, by your growth, the soul's journey through time and space. All right. A shocking loss, but then a fresh start. So, wow, all that for the first or the second card. Okay. So this was in reverse. Hex, banishment. My hands are shaking. Hex, banishment, and it's almost like this is someone that was pushed away, and maybe there's a lot of regret at this point. There's a lot of regret at the decisions that were made. Maybe there's a realization, this like aha moment of that wasn't in my best interest. I shouldn't have listened. Listened to who? I don't, y'all, let me just tell you, people who are overly involved in your life need to back the F up. They need to back the F up. I don't like when people are overly involved in my life. Okay. Part of the reason is they're so hell bent on telling you how to live, who to be, where to be, who to be there with, and it's like, is your life perfect? Is your life perfect that you need to be telling me how to live my life? It's one thing. Like there's a couple people in my life that I just trust beyond trust. And, you know, these are people who rarely like try and tell me what to do. And when they actually tell me, like, hey, girl, you're messing up. I mean, they don't say it like that. I listen because it's like they never tell me what to do. So the fact that they're saying something, they're seeing something that I'm not hearing from my own soul. So I'm going to listen to them. But then, there are people in your life. All of us have people like this in our lives where all they do is effing talk. All they do is try and tell you this and that. They're not very intelligent, I tell you that much. I'm getting very triggered right now. These are the people who need to try and control other people's lives so that they can see the success of their advice, the advice that they gave you, because they don't really believe that advice anyways. They don't. They don't. These are people who think they understand human psychology, but they really, really don't. They really, really don't. I don't care if you've got a degree in it. I don't care if you've got a degree in learning about psychological pathology. Who's to say you didn't misdiagnose the person? There's a lot of things that occur in people's lives where we don't share it with others. We don't share our personal thoughts. We don't share. Oh my God. What is this? Who is this? Ethos. For whoever this is resonating with, for whoever this is resonating with, you're most likely in an environment that has a very toxic ethos. I was told, don't be so sensitive. When in the past, when people said that to me, yeah, I totally just like that responded with, well, don't be such an asshole. Don't be such an asshole. I won't have anything to be sensitive about. It's just one of those things. We have to allow ourselves to have this very big, bold vision. This big, bold vision involves remembering that you come from a legacy of light, remembering where you come from, how profound of a being you actually are. And just because you haven't had a perfect life does not mean you're not a profound being. What's your perception of a perfect life? It's probably some sort of bullshit perception anyways. It's probably some sort of distortion that was implanted, installed, programmed into you, conditioned into you from childhood. I was thinking last night that we need spiritual psychologists so we can be honest about energy magic. I would identify as a spiritual psychologist. No, not licensed psychologist. I'm talking about a spiritual psychologist. I understand quite a few different components of that brain function, from structure to function to the etheric component of that functioning and how it ties into all of the energy, magic, human suffering, struggle stuff. But anyways, so surrender. It's in reverse. Someone's trying to force a surrendering. I don't know that it's going to work. I don't know that it's going to work because really, what are you surrendering to? A tyrant? A tyrant? Someone who keeps trying to control you, trying to coerce you, trying to force compliance in a very roundabout, very covert manner. Ooh, I don't know who this applies to, but if whoever this is that you feel this reading is about, these very covert, thinly veiled threats to your security. Like if you can leave, but you can't take anything. Like this is mine. Things like that. That's abuse. That's one like where like you're gonna leave, but like you can't take anything that was gifted to you, given to you. Oh, it's your last chance. Okay. You're hungry. That's what the notifications are saying. It's your last chance. You're hungry. Your access has been confirmed. She broke up with me because I questioned her cheating and inconsistency. Okay. Let me not. 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 Let it wash over me. Ready to lose my feet. Da 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 da. Day to day, I'm blind to see. Find how far to go. Everybody got the reason. Everybody got the way. We just catching and releasing what builds up throughout the day. Flows right through your body, flows right through your blood. We can tell each other secrets and remember how to love. La 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 la. I tell you, oh, let me not. Jesus, take the motherfucking wheel. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Don't. I gotta stop. I can't. Okay. Trust. My hands are rated E for everybody. No. We're not gonna touch anybody. We're not gonna like joke around about touching anyone. We just not. Let me stop. It's good. This is all part of our learning. You have to surrender to yourself, no one else. Anyone who tries to force surrendering needs to experience a big old fight for your freedom. Just leaving it at that. Gemini, I think. I heard that you're settled down, that you found a girl and you're married now. I heard that your dreams came true. Oh, shit. No one is free. Even the birds are chained to the sky. So communication is key. Be versatile and quick at this time. You must also be mindful because people are talking. Let those people keep talking. Let them keep talking. Who cares? You shouldn't care. I feel like you got into this situation because you cared so much about what other people said to begin with. Did that help you? Did you have a more peaceful, more loving, more fulfilled life? No. Here you are, watching a video by a partially aggressive small person. Okay, that tells me you weren't happy with the stuff you decided. Stop listening to what people have to say. Their opinions are just that, opinions. They're opinions. Okay. Oh, but sometimes, like, let me stop. Oh, but no, this person's opinions are not just opinions because they're always right. Question. Are they always right, or do you keep believing them to the degree that you are now manifesting what they said? Hmm? Eh? Are you? Are they right? Or are you the one manifesting what they said because they said it? Because they said it and you believe them, you respect them. And so now you're the one bringing it to fruition. Right, Karen? 7 billion talking heads on the planet, and you listen? Nope. Nope. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so this twin sign is one of the smartest in the entire zodiac. However, Geminis tend to be insecure in their views, so change their opinions often. Geminis are not very patient, thus may not enjoy school that much, yet they thrive when studying something they are truly interested and invested in. What that means is, y'all nosy AF. It's true. I'm not hating. You're still my favorite sign. Calm down. Um, so I'm wondering, are you being insecure in your views? And that insecurity is what's being taken advantage of, exploited. Okay, let's see. When this card comes up, you may be the object of discussion, or you may have to talk your way out of it. See, that's what I'm saying. You made a decision for yourself recently, and now this group, I want to call it the group of bitches. That's what I would have said. I'll say it again. This group of bitches. Mm-hmm. TGOB, the group of bitches. TGOB is holding meetings about your life. That's effed. That is effed. Like, are any of you actually going through this? Tell me you're not. Tell me this reading is full of caca, because this is really starting to upset me for real. People holding meetings talking about you and your life. TGOB, the group of bitches. Say it with venom. I'm serious. Like, it just says right here. When this card comes up, you may be the object of discussion. They're discussing you. They're discussing how to subvert your free thinking. That's not okay. I'm trying to find my way back to center. That's not okay. That is so not okay. Let's see. At the current time, you may find yourself to be highly strung, nervous, or excitable, but still able to figure it all out with a probing mind. It may feel as if you are riding a high wind with a lofty energy. Multitasking may be required of you. Gemini is also the sign of soulmates, corresponding to the Lover's card in the Tarot. I hate when people call it Tarot. It's just you don't have to change how you say it, just don't say it around me. So this card can indicate an important romantic relationship has started or will figure in shortly. Oh. So they're flying monkeys. TGOB are the flying monkeys of the narc, covert narc. That's why it's irritating me. I hate narcissists. I tend to not hate people, like, generally speaking, but when it comes to narcissists, you can suck hairy donkey balls. Hairy donkey balls. Let me see. Okay. Failure to meet the test, separation, frustration in love and marriage, interference, fickleness. So that's what's going on. That's the energy of what's going on. This, like, I'm wondering if you began thinking for yourself and then you created this little bit of a test for the person just to kind of see. And then they failed the test and you saw exactly who they are. just make me want to fight. I don't know who I would fight. I gotta work out. I gotta work out. I gotta work out. This is causing a lot of like really intense feelings of aggression and then like this sadness. Like I feel it. It's making my chest like really it's making my chest feel sad. I don't know how else to put it. It's making my chest feel so sad. I don't know who's going through this, but like, bruh, get yourself out of it. For real. You could do miserable on yourself on your own. You know that, right? If you're miserable where you live, you could be miserable not living there too. You don't have to keep staying there. I'm just saying. I'm not telling you to leave or to stay, but I'm just saying it's not worse being alone because at least your misery comes from you rather than someone triggering your misery and adding to it. Like for real. I feel like whoever this is, whoever you're dealing with, has pegged you as someone that's weak. Are you weak? I doubt it. If you listen to me, I doubt you're weak. You might not believe you're strong yet, but I highly doubt that you're actually a weak person. Weak people don't like to listen to me because I trigger them too much. Was that too much? It's the truth, though. I'm too honest. I'm too blunt. It triggers them. Oh my God, I feel attacked. Oh my God, she's using that bitch ass stuff. I'm just saying, they don't like that shit. They want me to sugarcoat. I'm like, don't worry, girlfriend. He's going to be back. He's going to be back. He loves you. I don't give a shit if he's coming back. I ain't going to be there. So you're not weak. Get that through your cabeza. You're not weak. I remember sometimes I know how to speak Spanish and sometimes I don't. And like I remember I was in I think Ollantaytambo or whatever the hell it is in Peru. And like he's taking me, the cab driver is taking me to the train station. I'm like, but no, I want to go over there where they have the hats that are like the llama hats. I want the llama hats. And he spoke English, but he wasn't hearing me. So y'all, I was like, no, senor. Me gusto sombrero con cara y llamas. He's like, what the fuck? Cara, llama cara. He was like, oh shit. Where the fuck is this coming from? Senor. Senor. Me gusta over there. He was just like, what the fuck? I'm not playing with you, sir. I don't want that janky llama shit. I want the real one. He took me back. Look, I'll show you. He took me back there. I was like, I'm not fucking with you, man. Take me back to that shit. Because I need that hat. This one. Motherfucker, I said I want. I said I want. Sombrero con cara llama. You best believe I went and bought 2 of them. He said something was wrong with my head. Motherfucker, don't just. Now you can take me to the train, okay? Was that so hard? Was that so hard, sir? And then, like, when he was taking us home, it's like maybe 2 hours to get. I want to say it was like about 2 to 3 hours to get back to Cusco, and we're in he's our personal driver, right? And I asked him if he could please pull over on the side of the road so that me and my travel buddy, we could take selfies. I had a remote control selfie stick. So I put my phone on the car. Me and her are there. Tell me why the fuck this fool is behind me smiling like, oh, shit. Senor, no, 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 no. You're not in the picture. You need to go. You already made me mad off the fucking cat. Just no. No, no. I don't want pictures with you. I'm annoyed with you still. Go. And he's like, oh, scoot over. Mm-hmm. Further. 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 He wanted to, for real, legit be in the selfie with us. I gotta find those pictures. He's like, he was standing behind me with his arm around my shoulders, like, no, bro, you're not in the picture. Go back. Scoot back. I don't want you in the picture with me. I was so upset. I was so upset about that damn llama hat. So upset. But I did get it. I got 2 of them. Gave one to my assistant. So it worked out. It definitely worked out. So, remembrance. Ancestors and remembrance. This is something always. Okay. So, this mother, Cody's mother, feels like he's going through something like this. I don't know how I would help, especially because I don't know who this is. I don't know how I would help. Oh, he wasn't even photobombing. He was posing. What a weird freaking experience. So it's almost this thing of like, it's been an emotional winter for some time. And like a fear of not being able to recover from whatever this is that's happening, this like rebirthing that's going on. I don't think Cody is a name that he goes by. Because I ask for a full name. Like, I will legit look this person up online. I will legit look for them, but she refuses to give a last name. And then I ask if there's a middle name, and it's this sense of like she won't say. Well, if you want me to help him, you got to give up the info. You got to give up the info. Card number 6, shock of the new. The new thing is you speaking with compassion what your needs actually are. No longer ignoring it. No longer allowing yourself to be silenced. Silenced because there are too many TGOBs, the group of bitches in your life. It's almost this, even the sense of like being surrounded by this group. Like they govern every aspect of your life. I don't know. Like feeling this type of sadness, I totally would be like, F it, let me be an orphan. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. Like if my siblings and parents consistently made me feel like this, I'd be like, I'm a fucking orphan now. Call me Orphan Annie. That's it. That's that. I'm an orphan. That I'm an orphan. You can't treat me like that and have no consequences to your behaviors. Ask for a nickname. Okay, so now she lets me see like from here down. She has a particular smile. It's kind of like a half smile. I don't know. I don't know. It feels like this is someone talking about a Caucasian male. A Caucasian male. I ask for eye color, hair color, facial features. She doesn't give any information. So, I don't know. Card number 26, relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. all of this shaming, guilting, pressuring you. Like, don't let it go all the way into your core truth. You know what you want, you know what you need. You need to make decisions for yourself. You really, really do. You need to make decisions for yourself. A Mona Lisa smile. um, she kind of likes that she would be compared to Mona Lisa. She's she's feeling very complimented. I'm surrounded by a group like that. They have my daughter. They have no access to me, but I know they stalk me. Through your daughter? Hope. Hope is a chaotic thing. Hope is a chaotic thing. It's a chaotic thing. And if you're going to choose to simply have hope, you're going to block yourself from entering into this place of gnosis, a place of knowing what you need, where you need to be, what you need to do, what you want in your life. It is no longer enough to simply hope. You have to allow your life's experiences, the things that you've been through, to help you learn and grow and become whatever it is you're meant to become. And I have an inkling that whatever it is you're meant to become, it's something powerful, something very, very powerful. And continuing to listen to people who are small, coming from a small person, it's, you cannot take the advice of someone who's never climbed Kilimanjaro on how to climb a mountain they've never climbed. You cannot take the advice of someone who's never climbed the Himalayas on how to climb the Himalayas. You just can't. You can't. You have to allow yourself to get the words from the people who know because they've lived through it, not because they like to hear themselves speak. And I feel like for many of us here right now, we have so many people who just love to hear themselves talk and talk and talk. Talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And it's almost like they need you to listen in order to receive that hit of validation. I don't know. I don't know what you need to do with your life. Card number 22, wisdom. So it's almost a sense of you've been setting sail. Okay. You're now standing on all the experiences that you've had in life. You're allowing yourself to resituate yourself. And maybe it's almost this thing of you're reaching out for something, someone, something that served as like a twinkly star in your darkest night. Ooh, that's really poetic. So, whoever this is, they're not a star in your dark night. They're the moon, and you're simply positioning all of these stars. If you've ever been like in the desert at night with a clear sky during the summer, especially, and you've seen the way the stars shine in the desert, um, this will give more gravity to what I'm about to say. You are the moon in the dark sky, and all the stars are the reasons why they adore you. And it's almost like this juxtapositioning of, those glow in the dark stickers that are placed in a bedroom ceiling versus the expansive sky in the middle of the night. expansive sky in the middle of the night. Let me hold on. Oh, she made me look up Cody. I was in the bathroom. She brought me over to I was waiting for the water to heat up for my shower, and she had me look up what is the meaning of Cody, and it took me to Urban Dictionary. Cody is someone who loves very deeply, who may have emotional scars as well. A Cody is someone who wishes the best for his, her, their friends. They will do their best to please people. Cody is a wonderful person. They have a bright personality, even though they may be dull at times. A Cody would love you for a long time. Cody will do as much as possible to keep the one they love content. Cody can be secretive if they feel like they might get hurt if they open up. So, I mean, I don't know. I was just trying to get her to stop, to just like leave me alone. But oh, here. Night sky. So there are places that you can go. You have to go far away from a city. You have to be literally in the middle of Nowheresville, in order to see things like this. You literally can see the sky like this, you know? You literally can see the sky like that. It's a really beautiful thing. If you go over, what state is that? Arizona, Meteor City. That's like literally in the middle of nowhere. And if you go there at night on a clear night, oh my God, it's amazing. It looks like a planetarium. It totally looks like a planetarium. It's beautiful. So, yes, it's a sense of all the stars in the sky are the reasons why they adore you. It it just further highlights the beauty of the moon in all its phases. Like, you know, they don't even care what phase you're in; they just find you beautiful. They're I guess they're also a sun gazer. They love to gaze at the sun. Do you guys like to do that? I love watching the sunset. I do. I'm like a sunset chaser. Okay. So we have card number 19. I don't know who this message is for. It was card number 19, and then I was told to go to number 20 in the book. It says, Scorpio, I transform. Put your ear down close to your soul and listen hard. So you have to listen hard. You have to listen very, very closely. I don't know who that's for. So going back to card number 19. Libra, I balance. All my life, my heart has yearned for a thing I cannot name. Don't go it alone. Linking up with a partner will serve you best. Libra is a sign of balance, charm, and beauty. Librans are notorious for their wit, ability to weigh and judge, as well as their appreciation for beautiful things in life. Now, y'all, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I'm about to speak a little bit of truth, okay? A lot of Libras are heavily, heavily injured emotionally. They are amazing, amazing people who seem to be consistently let down by their environment. And when this happens earlier in life and they don't have other energies and other people to kind of balance this out and negate it, they then form these cycles that cause them to routinely self-sabotage, to routinely be drawn to the people and the places that really have no loyalty to them. You know, not trying to talk shit about Libra. That's the last thing you need. But I am trying to like express something that needs to be just acknowledged. This thing of like, you feel very unbalanced within yourself, like small and unbalanced within yourself. And so when you enter into that like cycle, you're more likely to allow people in your life who have no honor, they have no integrity, but they compliment you in the right way. But here's the thing, they compliment you to simply be able to use you. It's not worth it. And then the people who actually love you are the people where it's like, no, all you do is criticize me. No, I'm like trying to be honest with what I see. Like, this is why you struggle and yada, yada, yada. And sometimes when Libra enters into that like toxic cycle, and we all have toxic cycles, every sign has some sort of toxic cycle at some point. But when Libra enters into that toxic cycle, it becomes very, very difficult. It becomes very, very difficult to see clearly, to feel clearly, because you're trying to balance everything out. And even if you don't have Libra in a prominent position in your chart, if you are a Piscean, if you're an empath, you pull in some of this energy here and there where you're trying to balance other people. I feel like I'm being fucking cooked in this room. Oh my God. Hold on. How effing hot is this heater? Jesus Enrique Rosas. Hello? Are you home? Can you open this door or like turn down the heat? I'm being baked in here, sir. Yes, I know you like me heated up before you consume me, but like I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Thank you. Bye. I'm gonna die. I can't take this off. I can't take this off. Thank you. Thank you. Can you give me an ice pack? Yes. Yo, I my body can't regulate its temperature. I'm gonna legit die. I'm being cooked. I'm being cooked. All right. Let me just. Oh my God, my back is so wet. What is going on? Y'all, and I never sweat. This is getting too much, y'all. Okay. My moon is Libra. I've been cycling these out over the years. Resonates. I go back and forth on those scales, trying to find that fine-tuned balance without those cycles repeating. Yeah, it's hard. It's really, really hard. Don't mess with me right now. Don't. All right. Okay. I'm not joking. I'm going to die for real. All right. So, let's see. Ooh, okay. They adore collecting striking things. That means objects and people. I'm wondering if you've just been collecting people for the sake of collecting people, for the sake of their presence validating your existence. Y'all, you might have problem with your thyroid. I'll put it in my armpit. You might have a problem with your thyroid. I have problems with my thyroid, so I have a hard time regulating my temperature. So let's see. Okay. Librans are known for changing their minds and their opinions. What is true one day may not be the next. Ooh, okay, because they are so balanced, they see all sides to every issue. But I think that sentence is not complete. I think that Librans can see all sides of the issue except their side. accept their side, you know, their own point of view. They're taking into consideration so many other people's points of view that it becomes this thing of they blind themselves to their own needs. And now is a time like, are you doing that? Is it time for you to recognize that you're doing that? Is it time for you to acknowledge what you've been doing to yourself through your journey? Now I'm hella cold. Just take me home, Jesus. Let me just come back home out of fucking form. We don't have temperature issues on the other side. Damn it. I'm just saying. Let's see. When this card turns up, it indicates you're riding the fence over something and need to make a decision soon. So that's what it comes down to. You need to make a decision and you need to stick to it. You need to stick with it. You're about to get stuck in a life situation that I promise you, you don't want to be stuck in this. You really, really don't. What's actually going on? Now, this is like intrigue. We're gonna call her Coma. She likes that. Coma, Cody's mama. Coma says something about like it's not too late because you're not yet actually trapped, and it's almost this sense of like, don't wait until you have children with this person. Is Cody a woman? No, it feels like a Caucasian male. Yeah. Ooh, that's harsh. That's harsh. I don't even want to get involved in that one. No. If you do not make your decision, it may be made for you. Ooh, shit. The potential for you not liking the ending is high if you do not act and decide soon. Oh my God. There could have possibly been a gender change. If there was a gender change, they took a lot of testosterone. It's a very high testosterone level of energy. And it might even be like they're supplementing as they work out. I don't know. It's a very high testosterone energy, though. That's why I say it's a male. For a female to have that level, they're probably supplementing. It's like the level you would witness if someone is competing at the level of like IFBB Pro. IFFB. I don't remember. I have dyslexia. IFBB, IFFB. I don't know. Pro bodybuilder, bikini model. When they say bikini, they're still like really, really muscular. It's not like bikini like a fashion model. Not at all. No. It's a lot of testosterone, like a lot. So I'm being told to read this again. When the Libra card turns up, it indicates you're riding the fence over something and need to make a decision soon. If you do not make your decision, it may be made for you. The potential for you not liking the ending is high if you do not act and decide soon. You're about to get stuck. Okay. This is a favorable card for romance and relationships. It indicates a time where relationships are turning happier and more content. That's a nice plus. Everything must be fair and balanced. It's important not to sacrifice your own feelings or desires simply because you hope to avoid conflict. Ooh. So then it's like teeter totter, where it's like for some relationships will improve, they will deepen and ripen, and then for others it's like you're totally not speaking your truth, you're making it worse for yourself. It's important. I will feel as if the middle approach is the smartest one now, and this is probably right. Okay. Let's see. This card can represent an impending marriage or an engagement. Relationships are about to move up a level to a more serious one. Feelings have matured. Happiness is achieved when you pool your resources with a significant other. Okay, that's nice. Achievement will be found when you find the right person who mirrors your own ideals and beliefs. Oh, damn. So it's like, that's all good stuff, but you might not be with the right person. Uh, I don't know. You got to weigh that out. Don't let a reading convince you nothing. You got to weigh it out. Look at your life, where it's gone, um, why you've stayed, possible reasons to continue to stay. Are you happy? Are you just having like a rough patch in life right now? Are you really unhappy? These things are important questions. One disagreement, one misunderstanding, uh, that should not, unless it's severe, you know what I mean? Unless they really did something that betrayed you, your trust. Um, it shouldn't be what ends something that might carry a beautiful potential to it. But if it's consistently the same argument, if it's consistently the same freaking issue, and they apologize and it's good for a little bit and they return back to doing the same thing, yo, that's who they are. That is who they are. So, you're not going to change that. Um, make the holiday frictionless. So is that what you've been doing? Making the holiday frictionless? Have you removed yourself from the environment? Like all these different types of things that are just kind of running through, running through, running through. Um I don't know. I don't know. It's just a weird feeling. It's this weird feeling of like so much tension, sadness, so much compromising yourself, what you want. It's making me fucking hot again. Oh my God, I was just cold. Okay. Manifestation and prosperity, they were both in reverse, upside down. Someone cast a spell on you. Did someone manifest your connection to them by Okay, I be getting real pissed off when people do this kind of stuff where it's like they'll pay someone to do this. How about this? Um, I'm gonna go ahead and undo it. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I think that's what I want to do. So um, for those who are affected by this type of behavior from someone else, uh, I'm considering what I should do. Do you want it to end? Do you want to be done with it? Do you want to be done with whatever this experience is? Does it feel like you haven't been able to walk away? You should, but it's almost like something keeps stopping you. Um, you don't feel like yourself anymore. You feel very much like What to do, what to do. I don't know. So here's the thing. Um, if I undo this, and it's just going to be a general undoing of things that happened to you without your consent, okay? Energetic things that were done to you without your consent. If I undo this, a lot of things are going to unravel in your life, okay? A lot of things are going to unravel in a very quick manner. So maybe maybe what I can do is set this intention of like just a generalized clearing of that type of code, and then empowering your higher self to kind of restructure your life in an accelerated manner, so that way the fallout of what happens when this gets undone will be minimized. Okay. But there's going to be a elevation and potentiality of people in your life that you thought supported you, not supporting you anymore. There's going to be an elevation in the people who you thought would never leave, not being there anymore. Okay. Mm. I got another notification. It says, works for anyone, anywhere. Works for anyone, anywhere. All right. So I'm not working on anyone specifically. I am simply clearing energy. I'm not for attacking random ass people. I'm not for, doing energy work on people without their consent. Okay. Um, ooh, there's another one. It says, not playing. Uh, that's hilarious. Okay. Let us. Okay, let me get a song. All right. Breathe very deep and very slow. My energy will always honor your sovereignty. Without consent from your highest self, none of this will get through. Nothing will be undone. Okay. You might begin to feel very warm. I'm just wrapping your electronics so your connection doesn't cut out. Love it. Love it. So, just as I was finishing, the song, the lyrics, "Hear no evil, speak no evil, I am not the one to cross. They can talk that shit about you as long as you know that it's false." Mm, mm. I am earthly, I'm heaven, I'm what I like to be. When I ask for what I want, somehow it finds me. Love it. Okay, so how do you guys feel? Doo 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 doo. For some of you, you received a gift that you wear on your body. I don't know who, in particular. I don't know who it was in particular. I was seen, I was shown a necklace, and it's a protective pentagram. Um, it's not a protection pentagram. There's not an issue with a pentagram. That's not the issue. The issue is how that pentagram was programmed. It's like a shackle around your neck. That's what prevents you from looking away. So I don't know. I don't know who that message is for. So it's hard to say. So then we have card number 19, dream a beautiful dream. But this can't happen before you get to card number 25. Unless you get to first to card number 25. Release a dark wound and let love live. Holding on to whatever that toxic thing was or is preventing you from being able to dream a beautiful dream and recognizing amazing things in your life. Again, I'm not encouraging you to end a relationship or to stay in one. I'm encouraging you to think for yourself and finally decide for you what it is you want. What do you need? Like a session? You mean like a session? I need you. You can book a session on my website. You can go to my website, emmieevolving.com. It's still 50% off for private sessions. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is about understanding your self-worth. This is about really, really understanding your self-worth, about allowing yourself to move beyond whatever limitations you've been told you need to stay within. What? Because is this someone who's a kept person? Is this a kept person? Like, are your financial needs being taken care of? And so, um, that's kind of what causes you to hesitate to leave. I'm not trying to condemn you. I'm not trying to shame you. I'm just wondering if this is resonating with you deeply and you are like a kept person. Are you being given enough in exchange for your personal peace, your happiness, your soul? Because little trinkets, to me, that's not enough. That's not enough. Like paying my electric bill, paying my rent, that's not enough. Not for the gravity of soul I have. I don't think so. Mm-mm. Nope, that's not enough. And then secondly, I can earn that on my own, you know? It's not that I'm rich, it's that I'm willing to work to provide for my own needs, and therefore, I have no fear of not being able to take care of myself. And I'm wondering if what's happened is somewhere along the line, there's this fear that's been instilled within you regarding not being able to sustain this type of lifestyle that you've become accustomed to, which is that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to get accustomed to a lifestyle, but just recognize people who are narcissistic, this is what they do to you. They get you accustomed to the type of lifestyle that you will struggle to maintain on your own. Okay. Um, and then they encourage you to become very, very dependent on them. And then next thing you know, you're stuck. I know so many people who are dealing with a narcissist, and this is what they live through. They're not bad people. And you can't sit there and be like, well, that's what you get for using someone. Whoever said you were using someone? They're not necessarily using someone. I mean, come on now. Just because someone's taken care of you financially does not mean you sought them out for that. It doesn't. It really, really doesn't. Because sometimes we meet people who have the intent of making us um we have people who come into our lives, and they have this intention of really, really spoiling us and gifting us with this and that. And we didn't have any intention of finding that. We weren't looking for that. And then they keep telling us, it's okay. No, I'll just get it for you. I'll just get it for you. I'll take care of you and this and that. And the next thing you know, now the dependency has started. So I'm wondering if this is what's been going on and you got stuck. Um, Maybe it was something that first started as like, yeah, no, I totally support you from home. You go do that, and then I'll hold it down at home. And it was a nice partnership. And then it became a codependency because there are people who experience that. It's not always someone's using someone else and that's what they get. No, it's not always that. It's not always like, oh, they're just being lazy. No, it's not always that. Okay. Favors around the necks of their prey like nooses. Ooh, yes. Um, uh, wow. Dang, Brandy. Dang. Protection in reverse. You're all fetal positioned in that nest. And it's almost this thing of you cannot rock that nest too much, or the bird that's promised to carry you, which is really not a big bird. Um, it's not as powerful as it made itself out to be. And then now it's probably telling you, like, you better sit still. You better stay where I tell you to stay, or I'm going to drop you. Ooh, yikes. That's harsh. That's harsh. Let me get this out of my armpit. I'm fine. Nope, not regulated. Jesus Enriquez Rosas. This is the body language guy. All right. Let's get a final card. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm going to be doing dragon fire ceremony for that solar eclipse coming on December 4th. The expedite link is up. It is up. Problem is that in my country, I can't get a job at my age. Oh. Do you mind sharing what country you live in, Maria? Super curious how other countries function. You can get it right. I am woman. Oh, yeah, I'm doing a fire ceremony. I'm doing a fire ceremony for that. Yes. We're going to have to bring out some Kiki cards. Kiki wants to talk to us. All right. Ooh. Okay. Okay, girlfriend. Here we go. Oh, did it? Hold on. Oh, yeah, I might have put the settings weird. Did the settings weird. Thank you for letting me know. There you go. It's fixed now. Okay. So we have card number 11. Here goes. Enter the Jade Temple. Kuan Yin in her temple of peaceful jade causes all conflict to elevate to higher peaceful resolution. A resolution and healing of any situation that is concerning you is already underway. In fact, you're being asked to begin to feel the relief of that resolution now so you can more readily receive the divine solution and blessing of peace from the beloved Kuan Yin when it arrives. There are moments on the path where conflict arises and struggles emerge. These conflicts may be within us or appear to be an external relationship or situation. This can be part of the experience of life on the physical plane that actually helps us raise our vibration to find unity and yet still honor our individuality. There is a spiritual light within, a light of peace that can be brought to bear on any situation or struggle, an energy of peace that can transform even the deepest conflict through blessings of the divine goddess. Priestess of the Jade Temple, Kuan Yin. Peace does not mean avoiding conflict or pretending that struggle does not exist. Peace is the light that flows when we are able to step above the illusions of separation, competition, and conflict, to seek out the consciousness where we are in fact all one in divine love, and we are all serving the path of light in our own unique ways together. The energy of such a high level of genuine consciousness is transformative. It allows us to surrender judgment and to release any need to prove ourselves or our worth to another. Instead, we can just live our lives and allow others to do the same with more peace in our hearts. Conflict becomes the opportunity to grow more in inner peace and loving acceptance of all paths, to learn detachment and to trust, to make a mature soul to call in. It takes a mature soul to call in peace because it's not a way to avoid conflict. It's a way to use conflict as a spiritual tool through which to grow and become bigger than the conflict, to make allowance for each being to choose their own way to grow and to call forth the spiritual genius of the divine that is able to provide solutions that can bring peace to all. The divine goddess speaks to you now and says that your resolution is assured. Have faith and be prepared to surrender your viewpoint and receive a new one that will serve you and bring you to peace at a higher level of reality. It's no longer about right or wrong. It is now about stepping up into peace and resolution, more joy and more delight. You are so capable of this, and you will enjoy the wonder of the healing process as you surrender into the Jade Temple, the place of peace over which Kuan Yin presides as priestess and guide. She bestows you healing blessing on your life situation now. This oracle is confirmation that you have been struggling. A time of respite and peace is on its way to you swiftly now. So you're about to experience peace, okay? You're about to experience a shift in whatever it is that needs to be shifted. Allow the shift to occur. Don't necessarily set the intention of staying in a relationship or ending the relationship. Instead, set the intention of gaining clarity on what is the best path for you to travel now, okay? Setting that intention of clarity regarding what path to travel really opens you up to different potentialities that your soul is presenting to you. You don't have to have a preconceived notion of how your life is supposed to unfold. Sometimes it's that very preconceived notion that causes you to create much more struggle that's unnecessary. Because really, I mean, when you just listen to your soul, it guides you. It really, truly does. The whole much of what is presented in spirituality does not work. It does not work. It's a novelty. Okay? Much of what is presented is a distortion. And you don't have to believe me. You really, really don't. But this concept of like, you have to call in all your guides, call in the galactic ones, that You know, ask the ascended masters, call in the angels. All of that is like this covert way of telling you you're incapable of doing it yourself. You can't do it yourself. You're not strong enough. You absolutely are strong enough. You absolutely are. A lot of the problems that we face come from our lack of belief that we can handle the situations that we're in. Now, being able to handle the situation you're in does not mean never asking for help. Being able to handle it yourself means seeking out solutions. It means if part of your solution is communicating with your spiritual team, your guides, your guards, whatever it is, then yeah, that's part of your solution. But when you use that as a knee jerk reaction to any situation in your life, or, oh my God, something just happened, instead of pausing and thinking, considering, observing, you're going to knee jerk call in other beings. Damn. I don't know how that's going to work out for you, because you're never going to give yourself the credit that you need. You're never going to reach that point. Continuing to process your love in that way, or your life in that way, you're never going to reach that point where you can love yourself to the degree that you give yourself the credit you deserve. And it's not about like, oh, you need to give yourself credit and that's all it is. Like, it's just about credit, credit, credit. No. When you give yourself credit for the process that you're in and the progress that you've made within that process, you are allowing yourself to truly see how powerful and influential you are within your journey. So many of us never allow ourselves to get to that point where we're able to actually experience the gravity of what deciding for yourself can do for your life. It's it's one of those things. It's one of those things. You got to make these decisions. You got to see how it plays out for yourself in your life. You have to be courageous enough to actually observe where that decision takes you within your life. Courage has nothing to do with the absence of fear. Courage has everything to do with how you choose to carry yourself, how you choose to move within your circumstance in the presence of fear. Here's the thing. You feel that fear because it's a very important moment in your life. You ever notice how you don't feel afraid for the nonsensical things that happen? You ever notice that? Are you afraid to go to the bathroom? That's kind of just like, really doesn't take much effort, right? For people who've never had a back or leg injury, it's like a spine injury, leg injury, you afraid to walk? No, it's just you walk. Like, why would I fear that? Because you've already mastered it. You've already mastered it. So are you here to simply keep doing what you've already mastered? Because what's that going to grow? If you've mastered the ability to lift 5 pounds and that's all you ever lift, then that's all you're ever going to reach. But once 5 pounds becomes easy and you make it 10 pounds and then 20 pounds, 30, 40, 50 pounds, 60 pounds, 70 pounds, 80 pounds, 120 pounds, 200 pounds, 350 pounds, 400 pounds. And when you do it in that way, you're simply challenging yourself just a little bit more, slightly beyond that comfort zone. How are you going to get injured that way? I mean, unless you're not paying attention and you're lifting it wrong, you shouldn't get injured. Unless there's faulty equipment, you shouldn't get injured. But trying to go from lifting 5 pounds to 500 pounds, you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to hurt yourself because you don't want to put the effort into growing yourself the proper way. You're just going to go from 5 to 500. You're probably going to tear something. You're probably going to get seriously injured. And that's a choice you're making. Do you see how this fits into our lives day in and day out? We don't want to put in the work to go from 5 pounds to 10 pounds, 15, 20, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, 50 pounds. You know what I mean? We want to make these jumps. Why? Why? And then we come up with all these excuses as to why we can't do this, why we can't do that. You know, all these reasonings as to why we're limited, that's not serving you. I have all these conditions that limit me from doing a lot of things. I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to do it in the safest manner possible. I'm going to do it anyways. I might do it slower. I might need a few weeks to build up to it, but I'm going to do it anyways because I choose to. Not because it's easy for me, but because I've chosen to challenge myself. And in that challenging myself, I'm loading an elevation and potentiality that I can reach just by living through this situation. Are you willing and able to do that for yourself? Where you don't back away from what your life is showing you, what your life is encouraging you to experience, either on your own or with other people. I mean, facing it does not necessarily mean you have to stay in the same situation, the same relationship, the same environment. You know, you don't have to stay in that. You don't have to leave it either. You have to begin making decisions that are based in what you know you need. And it's okay for you to change your mind. It's okay. It is absolutely okay to get to a certain point, a certain level of self-realization, and then do a total 180 of like, you know what? Dang, I totally miscalculated. No, I shouldn't be doing this. I don't need to be doing this. I'm not going to do this. It's okay to change your mind. It's totally okay to change your mind. So, card number 30, Whirling Goddess. Lose your head. Not a single thread that has a head can go through the eye of the needle. Come, my love, are you dizzy yet? If you can still find your feet, then that is okay with me. But if you can still find your head, then I will take issue. There's a great dance, but it cannot be danced with choreographed steps. No, this great dance demands a response rather than initiation, a reaction rather than a direction. So let us dissemble and lose our heads to the great music, the rhythm held steady in our beating hearts. Our feet shall be moving while our minds, inadequate to the task, take the night off. It's that human logic that has a tendency to complicate very spiritually simple things. Spiritual simplicity actually exists, where you simply live and observe and allow your soul and your life experiences to bring you to the places that you need to be within yourself, within your life, within opportunities, within avoidance, within everything, within everything. Within everything. I've never felt more weak and powerless than when I spent the period of my life trying to control everything and creating contingency plans for contingency plans. I've never felt more weak in my life. And I've never felt more powerful than when I've just been like, listen, shit's gonna play out how shit's gonna play out. I'll handle whatever I need to handle. I might cry a little bit for a little while. I might have a little breakdown, but I'll always get back up and I will always handle what needs to be handled. Everything in my life, I have overcome it. I have come through it. And I have still remained a good person as I experienced it, as I went through the process after it, where I had to heal myself, heal the wounds other people inflicted upon me. I'm still a good person. I still don't want to hurt other people. So now I know I don't need to control shit. I'm going to just live. And God itself created me in such a way where anything that's brought to me, I will observe it. I will analyze it. I will find a way to diffuse it. If it's a threat, I'll do that. And if it's not, I'll learn how to receive that. And there's a beautiful balance that will always be allowed to occur in my life, because now I'm no longer tugging one way and then tugging another way and then trying to find center and still tugging, but I tugged a little too hard. So now I'm going to tug on the other side. Oh no, I didn't tug enough. I got to tug a little harder. Oh no, now that's too much. And have you ever noticed that you do that? Because that doesn't help you either. It doesn't. I've started canning, right? It was just a skill that I wanted to learn. So I've started canning, and it's pressure canning. And my pressure cooker has a gauge and it has that rocker shaker thing. Remember, I was like telling you guys my mom used to have a pressure cooker when I was little. And because of the way it was shaped, I thought it was like a hula dancer. Anyways, so my pressure gauge, and maybe this is why I've started teaching myself this skill over the past week. My pressure gauge, because of the elevation that I'm at, it has to be at 15 pounds pressure. I don't know what it's called. PSI? I don't know. But I just know it has to reach the 15 on the gauge. And if you turn the heat too high and try to heat it too fast, you're going to surpass that. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. You could shatter the mason jars, you could explode the freaking thing itself. So I've learned I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to rush it. Okay, I'm just not. What I'm going to do is, as it begins to approach the 15, I'm going to begin to turn down the heat and allow that pressure to rise slowly, slowly. And because I've been doing that, I don't have to do this whole thing of, oh, damn, now it's too high. Oh my God, it's too hot. Is it going to explode? No, I just know when it hits around the 13, time to take it from the high heat to middle. And as it begins to rise, if it doesn't rise enough, I'll turn it up just a little bit. Just a little bit, and I'll wait and I'll observe and allow the process to continue, and I'll see what other places do I need to adjust. And maybe if we approach our life in that way, we won't have all these moments where we're overcompensating and therefore causing more suffering, more struggle, more like, ouch, that hurts. We do a lot of things to ourselves without realizing it. So there's somewhere you're meant to be. It's here, now, in this moment. There is a gift right under your nose and fragrant wine in your glass, gleaming red as the most precious rubies. To be here now, you must pass through the keyhole, but your head will tell you this is not possible unless a door is unlocked. Even though your body is passing through the keyhole of that locked door into the endless world beyond, leave your mind to be in its struggles for a moment. Without you laying witness to it, your mind will become like the dog howling for his master's return, even as he steps out the front door. Frustrated temporarily, he will chew on some shoes and fall asleep peacefully until his master returns. So leave your mind trusting, chewing a little until you're truly through the keyhole when it can rest. Leave it be. Instead, come dance with me. This oracle brings you a message. You are at the point of growth where your mind can hold you back rather than urge you forward. If you have, like so many, used your mind to support you, to shore up your sense of self in the world and to gain a sense of certainty about how the world works, then this is no easy leap. It will seem as though you are being asked to pass through the keyhole. Of course, your mind will stop and argue for all the reasons why the door should be open instead of remaining closed, making the task seem so much harder than it needs to be. But this is the mind in resistance. Do not place too much stock in the claims that life should be other than it is. You're being asked to dance rather than understand, to lay the thoughts to rest and to come alive. It is the braver, most trusting soul that dares to put the mind to one side and say, "Tonight we dance. My heart and I in the great rousing music of the beloved's beating heart, and I will not miss one step." And to awaken to the next day and do that all over again and again and again. You are ready, you see. You're a sweet soul dancer. You're ready to live beyond what you know, to have it not matter if you don't understand how life can work itself out, or how it could be that someone so normal and ordinary as you and I could also be so magnificent. We are magnificent, wild, and divine. The need for answers and plans, assurances, and explanations is passing out of your world now. You're not to wait for permission, for explanation, or even for another dance partner. I'm already inviting you onto the great dance floor. You're to let go of any stigma around not knowing. When someone asks you what you're going to do next, or how you're going to manage, you are given this divine mandate. With relish, reveal the truth. I do not know. Know nothing and dance, sweet soul, for all will unveil itself to you in perfect harmony and timing. Your heart shall create the steps in response to the music of the spheres happening now, alive and spontaneous and free. This oracle brings you a special message. If there is an issue apparently unsolvable or unknowable in your life right now, the divine is handling it. The divine is in the middle of it, working through the knot and unraveling it. Fear not. Do a sacred ritual and give yourself permission to take the night off from worry. Repeat this heavenly prescription daily as needed. So find a ritual that can really help you begin processing your life. Okay. Find some sort of practice. It doesn't have to be an official practice. It doesn't have to be something that is choreographed, orchestrated, or anything like that. It can be as simple as just laying in bed for a minute with your eyes open, your eyes closed, whatever it is. Could be taking a bath, could be kind of just breathing for a couple breaths in the shower. It could be something that you do while you cook your meals. It could be the way you allow your thoughts to be purged while you work out. It could be all sorts of different things, all sorts of different things. The only limitations to your healing that exist are the ones that you subscribe to. Those are the only ones. And when you allow yourself to begin realizing those don't apply to you anymore, you're a different person now. You're not the same person you were when you believed in those limits. You'll begin to free yourself into living in a different way. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe the environment that you're in is an environment that has not given you permission to become a new version of yourself. How could you ever choose to stay in an environment where you are asked, where you are demanded to not allow yourself to grow? I'm not the same person I was last year. I'm not even the same person I was last month or last week. And if you were to ever ask me to not leave a place that I've outgrown within myself, within my thoughts, I'm sorry, but I can't love you enough to sacrifice my growth. And I can love people a lot. I can love people very deeply. I'm actually capable of a love that most people have never experienced in their lifetime, and expecting nothing in return for that type of love. And I don't have to know you for a very long time to be able to love you in this way. I can love you in that way, at that depth, just because I choose to. And after saying all that, I'm sorry, but I can't love you more than my healing, my journey back home to myself. I can't love you in a way that refuses to allow me to grow. And if my growth offends you, if the person that I'm growing to be is unrecognizable to you, intolerable to you at this point, then maybe that's your indication to no longer be around me. And I think this might be what some of us are experiencing. And here's the thing, if that resonates, maybe you needed to hear it because you need to find the courage to be the one to let go first. Maybe. And maybe that letting go is actually priming you for a free fall into something greater. Not necessarily a greater relationship, but just a greater way of living your life, living your truth, living as you should. I'm going to move to Bali. I said what I said. I'm going to move to Indonesia and just live there. Live in a rice field. I'm going to move to Bali. I've just decided. That's what my soul needs. My soul needs Bali. No, my soul doesn't need Bali. My kids won't want to go. My kids will be like, sorry, Mom, we'll see you twice a year. No, we can't have that. So allow yourself to recognize where you're at within your journey. Maybe we're all Cody. Oh, wait. Hold on. Un momento, por favore. Okay. So I'm like, maybe we're all Cody. And then I was like, oh, wait, what? Codeine? A sleep-inducing and analgesic drug derived from morphine. So here's the thing. On that side of the screen, it says controlled substance, high risk for addiction and dependence, can cause respiratory distress, can cause death. Let's see. It's used to treat mild to moderate severe pain. Like, do you see the analogy that's being made? Like, are we allowing a trauma response to be the codeine of our life? It's suppressing the pain we experience. Did you know that when you injure yourself and you feel pain, that's your body kind of regulating how you use that injured area so that you don't worsen the injury? Have we become addicted, dependent on whatever this situation is? It's like, instead of becoming addicted or dependent on a substance, it's like a situation or a person. I mean, again, I don't know if you need to leave or if you need to stay or what. I just know that you're unhappy. I can feel it. It's this unhappiness, it's a sadness, it's a hollowing out, a scooping out of that heart space, of that solar plexus, even of the sacral. It's this scooping out. What is that used for? Hold on. Let's see. Okay. Oh, shit. Dysprosium is used in control rods for nuclear reactors because of its relatively high neutron absorption cross section. So basically, empaths. Its compounds have been used for making laser materials and phosphor activators in a metal halide lamps. They're mildly toxic when ingested. Let's see. Magnets for nuclear reactors. Okay. Wait, what? Radiation with dysprosium has proved to be more effective in treating damaged joints than traditional surgery. How about no? How about no? It's in seawater. Okay. It's used to produce sonar sensors, positioning actuators, active noise, and vibration cancellation, seismic waves, and tool machining. Okay. Okay. What's the freezing point? It's the melting point. Okay. So it can take a lot of heat. Can take a lot of heat. It can take a lot of heat. It can take a lot of radioactive toxicity. Pistons and rods, the inner machinations. There's a message there. There's a message there. It helps to control the fission process. Part of K, part of Chi, fission, fusion, fission, fusion. So there's a process that's been initiated. Whatever that process is, it's something that really can't stop. Like most metals, dysprosium is a reactive silvery white metal that's soft enough to cut with a knife. So it's reactive, it's soft, but it has components that cause it to be much more absorbent of neutrons. I don't know. It feels like an empath. It feels like the effing metal, the component is an empath. Let's see what cobalt. Let's see. She thinks my mind functions in a funny way. Thank you. Let's see. Cobalt is used to make airbags and automobiles, catalyst for the petroleum and chemical industries, cemented carbides, diamond tools, corrosion and wear-resistant alloys, drying agents for paints, varnishes and inks, dyes and pigments, ground coats for porcelain enamels. I mean, you could totally see how they might. It's a silvery gray metal as well. They might use it for. It's potentially lethal, leading to pernicious anemia. Tungsten carbide. Let's see. Asthma-like disease. It's corrosion wear resistant. So I'm wondering if you put the two together, would it negate or mitigate the almost like a hyperpermeability of the other one? I mean, I don't know. I'm not a fucking chemist. I don't know. I don't know. This is making my head hurt now. Okay. Let's see. Cobalt 60 is used to create gamma rays, which are used to treat cancer and to sterilize medical supplies. Let's see. Cobalt is used in both glazes and the manufacture of pottery, ceramics, and even the tiles on your roof. Cobalt is also used to manufacture vitamin B12. Does cobalt smell like oranges? In its pure form, it smells like oranges. What? Okay, let me just leave it alone. It's too much frequency. Um, all right. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know what you need to do, but I hope all the information that we shared today is enough for you to begin, you know, going further in your decision making process. Um, I do want to share this. I do want to share this. Don't let this holiday season manipulate you into participating in things that don't honor your existence, okay? This is the same as any other part, any other time in every single year, okay? Don't let governing bodies dictate to you what you celebrate on what day. Um, oh, what the fuck? My thing just what the fuck's going on here? How do I turn this up? Okay. Don't let them dictate that to you. I feel like for some, part of the struggle of what's happening right now in your life has more to do with the timing of the struggle. Like, if you celebrate the holidays, then it's like, oh, well, I can't make these choices and, leave or make changes in my life because I'm going to ruin everyone's holiday. You're not. What you need to do is focus on your health, your healing, your internal peace, creating an environment that just really makes you feel at home with yourself. I get so tired this time of year because it really hurts my heart to know so many people are suffering additionally, extra this time of year because what? Because you don't have X amount of people in your life because, oh, this is a time for families and no one invited you anywhere. That's okay. You can be a family within yourself. That's okay. You don't have to shame yourself for not fitting into any mold or, no. Treat this time of year just like you treat any other time of year. It's a perfect time to focus on your growth, your healing, shifting within yourself, shifting within your life. People always ask me, like, oh, are you like a specific type of religious thing because you don't celebrate holidays? No, I don't celebrate holidays because fuck you if you think you're going to tell me what to celebrate that day. People are like, oh, it's Valentine's Day. Every day is Valentine's Day to me. I'm not joking. Every day is a day for me to be all inappropriate with my husband. What? What? Every day is Christmas for my kids. Every day is Halloween for my kids. They literally wear costumes any time of the year. What? They fucked up our flow this year though, because usually what we do is right after Halloween, we go to the store and they can pick as many costumes as they want because now, like, that $50 costume is like $3. Pick as many as you want, baby boo. You pick enough for the whole week. Wear costumes all week. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yep. We got all kind of weird shit in the house. We got skeletons in the house. Mhm. Those stay out all year. The big one and the little alien, those stay out all year. They don't get put away after after Halloween is done. They don't get put away. Those are our family members now. What? 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 I be telling my sibling, like, no, you stressing out about you need this and that so you can get gifts for kids. No, we don't celebrate that shit. No, kids have enough toys. They have enough stuff. Did I get a wig for them? No, I did not. I did not because I don't want my kids to feel like you are only valid if you have hair. because no, even if I had no hair, no eyebrows, no lashes, I am still valid. I am still beautiful. I am not my aesthetics. If you can't see beyond the aesthetics, you're not worthy of the beauty that exists within me, and I won't have to share it with you. So that's what I'm teaching my kids. So I did not get them a wig. I did not get the skeletons a wig, but they definitely they wanted to go through my clothes more and get the little dude some clothes from my clothes. Like, bro, for real. Why is it all my clothes you guys are putting on the skeleton? But I do have a llama onesie. I have a panda onesie. Might be able to, I might be willing to let the skeleton borrow that. It has my head shape. Looks Arcturian. Has my eye slant. It's exotic. Bitches don't. Bitches don't. Don't be telling me I look like an alien. I look exotic. And then one of my kids, my mini me, he's like, they're my people. I'm like, oh, baby, I know. I know. You're an alien. I'm an alien too. Don't worry. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying. All right, guys, I got to get going. I'm getting hot again. I need to get out of this room. I don't know why my family's trying to cook me. I mean, I'm already hot stove. I'm joking. I'm just gonna tuck my whole belly's exposed now. It's fine. It's fine. It's hot. Like sexy. No, it's not. Leave me alone. Stop it. I gotta go. So I'll see you guys again very, very soon. I might do expedites today, just readings and scans. If I do go live later today, then the readings and scans are only going to be $20. I kind of want to continue celebrating cheap stuff. Kind of. And then, just enjoying time with you guys. So I'll see you guys again very, very soon. If you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me when I'm live. I don't know why I said it like that. Join me when I'm live. Okay, give it a thumbs up. I'll see you guys. Bye.